Hey YouTube pipe community. Wanted to do start like a new series that I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to go through my pipe collection and smoke some, I don't know, more of my older pipes I haven't smoked in a while or don't smoke very often. And also do I tell about the pipe, what kind of pipe it is, how if there's a special reason I got it or whatever. Smoking some Country Squire Tide water. Yep. It's not too bad. I believe it's a Burley. I do. I was gonna do some more. I was gonna maybe try to do like a tobacco review as I do these pipe stories, but that might just make a real long video. So, especially for some of these, so I'm just gonna stick with on this one. Just stick with this pipe story. So I'm smoking a Medico. It's a little Medico billiard, pretty decent sized bowl. And this is actually made out of Brylon, not Briar. If you don't know what Brylon is, you came to the wrong place, because I really don't know how to explain it. Or I know what it is, but I don't remember how to explain it or how it was explained to me. I'm sure a good Google search would come up, but maybe I should have prepared for this a little bit better, and I could have explained what Brylon is, but. I feel like this is tobacco's kind of wet. I let it dry out for a little bit. Got to use my new leather pipe mat, tobacco mat. So it's pretty handy. It rolls up and fits right into my pipe case too. So it'll fit in there if I only have maybe a couple pipes. But yeah, it rolls up and fits right in there, so travel will be easy with it. So anyways, this is the first pipe I've ever smoked out of. It wasn't the first one I bought, but it's the first one that I ever smoked out of. And how I got it. So this is go back 13 years now. There's a coffee shop in town called the Blue Lion. And I frequent there quite a bit. It's no longer. I mean, they still roast coffee. The guy who owned it owns an antique store in town and has a little shed outside that he roasts his coffee. And it's awesome because you can. I live in town, and I'll walk outside during the summer, especially. You can just smell the roasted coffee in the air, and it smells great. It's like, oh, I know what's going on. I know who's roasting coffee. But so the Blue Line Coffee Shop was a cool spot. They had coffee drinks and um, craft sodas, Stewart's, I think mainly, and then I think they started getting to Jones Soda. Um, they had a food menu made. Chicken salad is great. Their quiche was great. Had a few different pastries, cookies and stuff. But that's where I would go. My sister had worked there in high school. I had a girlfriend in high school that she had worked there. I hung out there a lot. After school, went there, did homework. When I played music, my high school bands had played there. I played like singer songwriter stuff. In like a little back room with like an old PA that you could book shows there and for free and put a donation jar or whatever. But it was a cool. I missed that coffee shop a lot. It was just probably my favorite. But I met my best friend there. Um, he I think it might have been his first week, first couple days maybe working there, and I'd walked in normal day like I normally do. I saw he was working, and he was like super excited to see me. He's like real friendly, and he's like, this is the first time we met, so we weren't best friends yet, but he was really just real friendly. Said, hey, how's it going? And introduced himself. His name was Ryan. Um, now we started talking. He said he just started working there, and I told him that I recognized him. I went to there's a local show in the back room over the weekend. I told him I recognized him because he had his his first son was like just born. Maybe he was pretty much newlywed. I can't remember how old he was when I met him. I was like 17. He might have been 19, 20 probably. But anyways, we started talking about music. Found out we listened to a lot of the same bands. He introduced me to some new bands, or talking about new bands and stuff. And I don't know if he invited me over that day or what, or maybe it was a couple other times we had talked, but then he ended up inviting me over to his house. He's like, hey, come over. He's like, I play guitar, and I mean, come over and maybe play music, listen to music, stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, sounds cool. So I went over to his house. Um, we're hanging out in the garage area. He had a couch and TV, and I don't even know if he had a TV. He might just have like a record player and radio or something. Something to listen to music on. His guitar was out there. He had guitar amp and stuff. And he he had another friend over there too. I met him, and I think his friend, I don't know, started lit up a cigarette or something. At that time, I was very anti-smoking. Believe it or not, it was very a strange time in my life. um, I was in those, those groups in school, where students against destructive decisions or whatever. And but then he whips out a pipe. Might have been this one. I don't remember. And he starts packing a pipe, and he's like, "You ever smoke a pipe or something like that?" I'm like, "No." And I was like, "My great grandpa has." I was like, I don't even know that's a. I didn't know that was a. I didn't know that was still a thing. I thought pipe smoking was something old people did, or it was like a something they did back in the day. I had no idea people still did it. If they did, it was because they were 70 years old. And so he's like, "You want to try it?" He knew I was, underage or whatever, I think. And he's like, "He's no pressure, just you want to try it? I got an extra pipe, and I'm pretty sure it's this one." So he gave me this pipe, gave me some tobacco, taught me how to pack it, all that stuff. Taught me how to light it, and I really and then he taught me how to tamp it. I was gonna grab my before I started this video. I wanted to grab my my first ever check tool. That it might not be it's a check tool, but it's a way different style. I'll have to show it in a different video maybe, but I still have that same check tool that he gave me. I remember the tobacco was like called Tropical something. I get it from the local cigar shop. And he yeah, so I taught me how to light it, pack it, and all that stuff. And I was smoking it. I was like, I really really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed smoking a pipe. So I was like, when I turn 18, which is, I don't know, a few months from then, I think, because it was like, I don't know, school probably had just started, so like August maybe. So I guess maybe my birthday's in September, so it was probably, I don't know, a month or a couple weeks before I turned 18. And I was like, I'm gonna go buy a pipe, buy some tobacco, and start pipe smoking. And I wasn't a cigarette smoker or anything like that before. So I definitely didn't smoke as many pipes as I do now. I mean, I smoked like every time me and Ryan hung out, I'd smoked a pipe with him. There was like a little back patio behind at the coffee shop that had some nice seating and stuff, and we'd hang out there and smoke a pipe. I'd go there. He'd close the coffee shop that night when he was working, and I'd hang out and stay over after closing hours. He'd lock up everything, and we'd go back out on the patio and hang out and smoke a pipe and stuff. It was a lot of fun. But I don't know. I can't remember when he gave me this, but he gave it to me because it was the first pipe I had smoked. Well, I'm sure it's probably some kind of birthday present maybe at one point. It's been so long. It's been 13 years since my first pipe. So it's kind of cool. I think the first pipe I bought, I actually gave to a buddy that was my first roommate out of high school. And I don't talk to him very often, so I wonder if he still has it, or if he even smokes it anymore. It'd be kind of cool to find out if he does, or maybe he doesn't even use it or doesn't want it anymore, and I can just maybe. But it was just a straight straight Walgreens. I kind of remember what it still looks like. Yeah, it was Dr. Grabo from Walgreens, a straight Dr. Grabo. So yeah. Anyways, that's probably a long pipe story, but that's how I smoked my first pipe and what's got me started into this thing. But actually, and my friend, his name's so Ryan. He works for. It's funny. I was just talking to somebody else in the YTPC about this, and it blew his mind because he watches the YouTube channel. There's a YouTube channel called Townsend's, and they make and sell 18th century props, clothing, stuff like that. And then they have a YouTube video or YouTube channel. They post videos about 18th century cooking, 18th century tools. They built a log cabin. There's a really cool series on that. That was really neat. But Ryan, he's in those videos. He works at Townsend's. So if you keep up on that channel, you probably have seen him before. But they even make some clay pipes and stuff, which is cool, and some different like little tampers that they might have used in the 18th century. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my pipe and the beverage. The beverage of the night is a Busch Latte. It's nice to drink cheap, shitty beer after work some days. But anyways, thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoy the series of pipe stories. I've got lots of pipes to go through, and I got a story about every one of them. So something to do. I might do maybe one or two every week or so. I guess we'll see how it goes. Cause I also got a ton of tobacco now. I want to do some reviews on too. So I guess we'll see how the channel goes. But it looks like I got plenty of content. So I did hit 400 subscribers a couple days ago, but then I had went and checked, and I was at 399. So somebody had unsubbed somewhere. But I'm going to be doing a giveaway here soon. Hopefully this week I'll do that video. It's going to be, and I'm really excited for the prize. Like, I'm really excited to give somebody this because it's super cool. I have one for myself, and I had another one made for one of you guys. So, I might be at 400 now. I haven't checked since earlier today, so I guess we'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.